Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and thank you for clicking on my channel. My name is Crystal and I'm very new to booktube. I've been wanting to do this for a while and yeah, here we go. So first up question is, why did you start this channel? I started this channel for a few reasons. The first reason is I recently moved to Europe. I all know but 4 people here, and just the people in my school, well really in my class, and none of them want to talk about books in the way I want to talk about books. None of them look at booktube. It's really not a thing. So question 2 is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to booktube? I think I'm gonna try to do this purely from an audio book stance, like books that you listen to, and maybe if I can get my hand on PDFs and the Kindle version, and I'll explain my reason why. So back in the States, I had this storage room where every time I would buy an audiobook, I always had to buy the hardcover version because my goal was one day when I build my new house, I was going to build this dream library. And I went back and forth, do I want a library with an office, or do I just want just a massive library? Like, I had ideas. Life changed, things happen, and I end up having to sell everything, including all my books, and move to Europe. So moving here, I don't know if you guys know about how much it costs to ship things from the United States to Europe, but it's very expensive. And also, the houses and the apartments aren't very big, at least the ones I live in at the moment. And I just don't have the room for the way I go through books. I don't have the room to just put that in the apartment. So I said, maybe I can try this from an audiobook stand. We'll see how it goes. If it doesn't go well, we can always pivot. That's my motto, Let's just pivot and see what happens. But that's my main reason for sticking with things like Kindle, PDF, and audiobooks, is because I don't really have the space to put the physical books. And also, it's very emotional when I had to let go of my books in my storage room, because that was a real goal and a dream of mine. And I really, 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 really wanted to keep my books. Question 3. What are you most excited for about this channel? Most excited about meeting new people and people introducing me to different authors and just like-minded people who like to read, who want to engage in various conversations about books, and just meeting new people, I'm really looking forward to that. I love meeting new people. I love learning about different things, and I love hearing how other people view the world, as well as me telling people how I view the world. And yeah, I'm really excited for that. So question 4, why do you love reading? Well, I love reading for several different reasons. I think the first reason is because it allows me to explore my ideas and different ideas in a way that doesn't cause necessary conflict if we were to do it like face to face. It allows me to see different point of views from other people, and I really like that. And I like reading also because it's been the friend when I didn't have a friend. It's been a friend when I'm at the soccer game with my son and I'm sitting in the seat by myself. I pop in my headphones or I take out my book. I'm good. It's been a friend for me at the airport. It's been a friend for me in just a lot of awkward situations. So Books are very special to me, and I really enjoy them. And you know, it's also, it lets you feel like you're not alone. Like sometimes you may have ideas in your head and you're like, am I going through it? Like, is this wrong for me to think this? And you hear other people express those ideas in different ways, and you get to filter them out to what makes sense to you and what doesn't make sense to you. Question 5. What book or series got you into reading? I've been reading since a kid. I mean, I used to read Sweet Valley High, Goosebumps, and Fear Street. So I don't know if it's a book or a series that really got me into reading. I just read. I never really thought about it. But I did have this one book I read in the 4th grade, and that's been a long time ago. I thought the book was named Into the Dark. I've been looking for this book for years and can't find it. So if anybody knows this book or think they might have an idea, leave it in the description below, but leave it in the comments below. But the book is about a boy who goes on a blind boy who goes on a trip with his family. I don't know if they're in the United States or the UK. And they go to the cottage, and he meets a friend, and him and his friend become good friends. Well, when he takes the boy to meet his parents, his parents don't see his friend. They call him a liar. They're like, is this some kind of prank? Well, it turns out his friend is a ghost that was murdered. So his friend didn't tell him that he was a ghost. And I forgot what had happened after that. But I used to really like that book in the 4th grade. So if anybody knows it, let me know. Okay, question 6. What question would you ask your favorite booktubers? Oh, this is a good one. I would ask them, you know, what is your process? Like, what do you look for when you are reading a book to engage with your audience? Do you read for your audience, or do you read what you like and your audience just likes your content on the books you read, or if it's a mixture of both? And what would be your advice for a new booktuber? Like, what would you say, you know, if you could give a very vital advice on booktube, like what would you give? Okay, question 7. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel would be the hardest to overcome? I think for me it would be time, because I am in a graduate program that is pretty hands-on and demanding. I'm in media, and I have to do a lot of field work also. So just coming up with a formula that works, that allows me to get my point across or engage with you guys in a way I think is meaningful for both of us. So yeah, I think it's just time, because I read all the time. So reading the books isn't the problem, but putting it in a format that makes sense, I think that's gonna be the tricky part. Okay, question 8. When did you start reading? I think I already kind of covered this. I've always been reading. I've been reading since I was 6, 7. Yeah, that's it's just my thing. You know, books have always been a part of my life, like fashion has, and big hair has. But books have always been a part. It's just, you just read. I don't really know what to not say about that. Okay, question 9. Where do you read? For me, since it's mostly audiobook right now, I read anywhere that I can take my headphones. That's the train, the bus, the Uber, even in class, and that is not good to say. It really isn't. I should take that out. But anyway, yeah, I'm always with my headphones, and I'm always listening to audiobooks. So Yeah, it's like my soundtrack half of the time. Question 10, what kind of books do you like to read? You know, that's a very interesting question. I don't know if I really have a good answer for that. I'm always up to read things that I've never read before. I have read both of little of everything. I've read romance, YA, thriller, street lit, for those who are not familiar with street lit. I have read urban fantasies. It just depends on, I guess, a better way to rephrase that question is, what am I in the mood for? Like right now, I went down this rabbit hole of reading Lisa Jewell, if I'm saying her name correctly. If I'm not, I'm so sorry. And it's a thriller book. I read the one, I can't think of the name of it, about the podcast, when the lady asked her to do a podcast on her. And there were some elements of that I really enjoy and I really want to speak about. Matter of fact, I think that might be my next video. I don't know. Don't hold me to that. But I started reading, like after that, I binge read or listened to like 4 of her books just because of that one story. I read erotica or smut, whatever y'all call. I have read those books. Like there isn't anything I haven't read. Like I want to get into Dune because I really like the discussions about Dune. I really like the movie, but a lot of people saying the book is very hard to read, and I think I'm gonna give it a try. I really want to read. I read satire, comedy. I'm reading a comedy. It's like a comedy satire. It's in Ireland. They had a newspaper kind of thing. They work for a newspaper company, and they have some paranormal stuff going on in there, which I think is awesome. So yeah. So I'll read anything. So if you guys want to recommend a book for me to read or a genre or anything to check it out, put it in the comments below and I'll check it out. Last question. What does your book collection look like? My book collection is all over the place. You know, I like whodunits. I forgot to talk about that. I'm a real big fan of whodunits. Even though, you know, I almost never guess who the person is that's doing the killing or the messed up stuff. I'm like, why don't I ever see that coming? My collection is very diverse. And like I said, I just get on these kicks where if I'm in the mood to read a cozy mystery, I binge read, I think it was like 5 or 6 of this cozy mystery. I don't have the book in front of me, and since I'm recording on my phone, I can't go through my phone and tell you about it, but I'll tell you about it at a later date. The book, for me, just, I don't know, it does that with cozy mystery, where it becomes almost unrealistic and almost too perfect or too neat. And I don't need neatness all the time. So if you stuck around this long, please subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment. You know, say hi in a comment. And I really look forward to this community, meeting you guys, and just, you know, let's talk about books. And yeah. So thank you. Bye.